Okay, so today we're gonna take a look at Sam's lift. This is 265 pound snatch. This would be a 10-pound PR for Sam. Sam joined us today from CrossFit Automile. Sam is a really good athlete. He moves really well, so it's gonna be good to take a look and see what he's got going on in his lifting. So setup. He's got a really good setup. It's a lot like what we've been talking about here. Shoulders are just in front of the bar. Good spine angle. You can see his shoulders are just higher than his hips. Hips just higher than his knees. Weight is in the balls of his feet. So I'll see what happens here in the first pull. Here's his spine angle at the bottom, right about there. So, let's see what happens. Pulls the barbell off the ground. Right at the knees, let's take a look at the spine angle here at the knees, at the hang, and you can see it matches up almost perfectly, almost exactly. This is exactly what we're looking for. This is a really good pull, first pull. So he's gotten the bar into really good positioning, and remember, this is what we've been talking about for the past couple weeks, is the whole purpose of the first pull and pulling the bar off the ground is just getting into a good position for the lift. So Sam does a really good job putting himself in position to have a successful lift. You can see his weight is now transferred into his heels. Shins are vertical. So from here, what we're looking for is barbell to get dragged up the thighs and into the crease of the hip, into the hip pockets, to take off. So let's take a look and see what happens. Here he comes forward, and I'm going to be pretty picky here with Sam's lift. He's got a lot of good things going on. This is his takeoff spot. He could actually be a little bit more patient here. Ultimately, I would like to see his torso a little bit more erect than this. You can see now his weight's in the balls of his feet, and he's about to take off, and I think the takeoff is just a touch early. It's a little bit early. Again, that's being pretty picky, but what this might cause is it might cause the barbell to get pushed out in front a little bit, and this being a heavy weight, it's going to be tough to save it. So if it is out in front, I don't know if it's going to be or not, but if it is out in front a little bit, he's either going to have to jump forward with his feet, or bring his hips forward, or really try to save with his shoulders, which is going to be tough with that weight. So let's take a look at extension. Takeoff, you can see he's got his shoulders back behind the bar, so this is a pretty good finish here. Full extension and pulling the bar back. Remember, this is pretty heavyweight, so you got to get that bar pulling back pretty quick. Before this happened, Sam and we talked a little bit about footwork, and he tends to sometimes not move his feet. We talked a little bit about just moving his feet just a little bit, just to give him a little bit more quickness and a little bit more room under the bar to move. So let's take a look, and if I can draw a line right on his feet right there. What I'm looking for is to see what happens here with his footwork when he pulls himself underneath the bar. So good extension, good finish there. So he moves his feet really well here, getting underneath the bar, and he pulls himself well underneath the bar, and you can see his feet were right on that line. He moved his feet really well. So now he's coming into the catch to catch the barbell overhead. It's a good position. The bar is a little bit out in front, just a little bit. So he's going to have to fight here. He's going to have to either bring his hips forward or fight hard with his shoulders to stabilize. You can see, let's see if I can kind of give you an idea of where the bar is in relation to his feet. So you can see the bar is actually a little bit in front. It's a little bit in front of his toes. So he's gonna have to catch that thing on his toes and really fight hard here. Catches it, and you can see right there, it just kind of pulls him forward, but Sam has a really good strong overhead position with his shoulders, so he's able to sit and stabilize with it and stand it up. Pretty impressive. That was a really good lift. So great lift, obviously. Made it 265 pound snatch. It's a 10-pound PR. That's a big PR when we're talking about getting up into heavier weights. For Sam, a couple things that he needs to just keep on working on is getting the bar take off from the hips. So if we go back to that point, that takeoff point right here, to fix this for Sam, my suggestion would be to work a little bit off of blocks from the hip and with a really straight up and down torso, and just work on jumping that bar straight up, and that will help him finish that second pull a little bit better and get the bar into his hips, and that'll help prevent that barbell from being out in front, and that push out in front. So it's a good lift. Let's see it in full speed so we can appreciate. I want you to take a good look at his pull from the floor, how fast or the speed in which he pulls the bar from the floor. It's not great. It's not a huge amount of speed. It's a really awesome pull from the floor. So pay close attention to how fast the bar gets pulled off the floor, and where it is, and then how quickly he has to get underneath the bar. So here it is in full speed. Come. Tight. Yeah. Stand up. Yes. So good lift.